Hi everybody, it's Corey. Happy New Year's. It's the 2nd of January and I got bored today, so decided to make a video. Now what I'm going to show you is something that I've built over the past couple of months, and it's my hydroponic system. Ooh. Quite interesting. It's in a box roughly about, let's see if I can focus back here, about 5 feet by 3 feet wide. Now the rails that are there are both fence posts bought from Lowe's. They're actually a fence post vinyl cover, and then I got 2 end caps. And inside the tote there, which is carrying 40 liters of water, is my 185 gallon per hour pump. Down there underneath that black thing looking like a computer mouse is my aerator to keep the algae out of the water, or temp to keep the algae out of the water. And that's pretty much the hardware for that, except for the lights, which are right there. That's 4 T5s, 6,500 Kelvin. That's what the daylight temperature is supposed to be at, and that there is about 27 in a compact fluorescent light. That's 2,700 Kelvin, which is supposed to be good for flowering, and I'm hoping that'll help those peppers that you see there on the end to flower in the end. And then as we go along, we got some spring onions there. Those are Brussels sprouts. Some lettuce, and then cucumbers. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I found a variety that's supposed to be a short little bush, so we'll give it a shot instead of having the vines everywhere. Those 2 plants there, you can tell, are tomatoes. And this whole front row is pretty much a lettuce, except for right there on the end with the peppers. Now, I don't know if I can see under there, but under there, that's a bunch more spring onions that I'm trying to do in a pot. Now we're going to see how that goes, because as you can see, there's only so much you can fit in there. That pot holds a lot more. They're doing okay. Not as good as those, but they're a lot further away from the light. Now as you can see, the temperature's not too bad. That's with the doors off. This thing's all enclosed. And it roughly runs around, I don't know, 25, 27 between there. And then back there's my little humidex gauge. Now it actually says that it's too dry in there almost for human comfort. Between 30 and 50 is where humans are supposed to be comfortable, and it's at 30. So if you're wondering whether or not my house is too humid, that answers that question. I use some products to keep it going. That's my nutrients for putting into the water so that these grow. They won't just grow in regular water. And I thought I'd show you all this because I'm about to harvest a bunch of this lettuce right here. It's starting to get a little big. Doesn't look like it from there, but it is. That's enough to make a few salads, or not a few salads, a couple, I don't know, BLTs or a salad or 2 for my wife and me. And that's about it. Hose comes up, goes through the back. If you can see that hose lying back there, up and around, it fills up these 2 ducts, or the sleeves, and in there where the tomatoes are, this is hydrotin. It's like an expanded, they call it expanded clay pellet. It's full of holes, a lot of surface area, very light. You can barely tell it's even in your hand. And you throw that in there, it sucks up moisture from the water. These things fill up to roughly about here. Now on this end, we have an overflow. You can kind of see it there in the back there, right about there. Now it is up to roughly here. And so it'll fill up, get to that point and flow out. Now it'll run for 15 minutes. Flush everything around in there, and then the pump will stop. Now it does that only 3 times a day, so there's not a lot of money in that for energy. The lights, well, lights, This thing, the seller of it said it would probably only cost me about 15 bucks a month. And the way I see it, I got well over it once everything grows, more than $15 worth of vegetables, especially with the lettuce. It'll probably keep going quite well. And that's about it. Thanks and have a good day.